Hola, buenos dias, and thank you for finding me here at my YouTube channel, Benidorm and Beyond. I'd like to give you all a very warm welcome to my original and long-standing series of vlogs entitled Benidorm Breakfast, the Original Tostada Tour, which gives you a whirlwind excursion around 5 coffee shops, bars or bakeries that I have tried in the last month or so for my favourite Spanish brekkie of coffee served with toasted baguette topped with tomato. Although I've lived here in the resort of Benidorm for over 20 years now, there is still always somewhere new to discover, to eat and drink, and with this vlog I aim to give a genuine feel for each venue and an honest review, along with the price I paid and a short look around the premises. So let's get started on tour number 15. Our first stop this time takes us to Cayo Valencia, just off the beachfront towards the Old Town, where we find the La Parada Lounge Bar, which opened in 2022. Here, just off the cobbled street, you can find this small cafe bar with seating outside under its shaded bamboo ceiling and with the interior just used by staff, although there are a couple of stills up at the bar area with toilets to be found in the corner. Selling ice creams, slushies, shakes, smoothies and cocktails, included flavoured mojitos at just €4, this casual spot is a nice place to sit and people watch as they stroll down to the beach or to Plaza Triangular in the other direction, and free Wi-Fi is provided. Background music is played at a nice level, and if you order a beer, which was on promotional offer on the day I filmed, it comes with nuts or olives to pick at. The friendly owner, who was also the waitress, took my order with a smile and it was soon prepared and brought out to the table. My white coffee came with a frothy top, but wasn't the hottest, as I'd forgotten to ask for it with leche caliente, meaning hot milk, and my friend's black coffee was lukewarm at best, but soon replaced after it was returned to the bar. My tostada came served on a black slate and was a thick half of baguette which looked like it had been toasted under a panini grill due to its stripy markings. Tomato pulp was served in a white china dish on the side, along with an olive oil portion, salt sachet and a knife and serviette. The tasty twosome came to just €2.20 on the breakfast deal, and for 70 cents more I could have ordered a fresh orange juice as well. With an extra coffee coming to $1.50, seeing as I was enjoying just chilling out, this new little business could certainly do with the support and I would thoroughly recommend it. Our second stop takes us up to the mainly residential area known as Colonia Madrid, although it is found just one street in from the busy Avenida Benirada, which runs up to the train station, and not far from the Hotel Olympus. Situated on the corner junction of Paseo de la Castellana and Calle de la Alcalá, we find Bar and Pizzeria Keo, which is a traditional Spanish tapas bar, with a large L-shaped outdoor terrace which has plastic sheeting walls that pull down to protect customers from any cold or light winds in the winter months. Inside, the decor is simple, with the odd painting or plaque on the wall for decoration, along with TV screens and a few plants for a touch of greenery and life. The toilets can be found in the far corner, along with a fruit machine, and the 2 waiters nip in and out of this popular bar all day long, which always seems busy with locals chatting and plenty of hubbub. My order was taken within a few minutes and the free Wi-Fi code provided. My Candelas coffee was a good size, and my tostada came shortly after, although my companions did not, which seemingly was either my fault for mumbling in Spanish or the waiter not quite staying at the table long enough to hear my order for 2. For those who like to pop in busy Spanish bars for a beer, all lagers are served using glasses straight from the freezer, and the tapas counter was piled high with delicious offerings such as Russian salad, meatballs, prawns and anchovies in oil. My tostada arrived on a long plate and was thick and rustic, and still warm, which is quite a luxury to be fair. The tomato pulp was already spread on the toasted bread and was very, very sweet and delicious, so I wondered if maybe they'd use plum or pear tomatoes instead of the usual variety. Either way, it was extremely tasty, and there were separate olive oil and salt sachets provided. The yummy double act came to an incredible €2.20, with a breakdown showing on the bill as €1.40 for the coffee and just 80 cents for the tostada. Wow! For that price, I would most certainly pop in again if in the area, and next time maybe I'll try some of that mouth-watering tapas under the glass display counter too. If you'd like to support my channel and future vlogs by making a small donation, you can now buy me a coffee, or even 2 or 3. Just click on the down arrow next to the vlog title, which brings you to the description of this video. Then follow the link provided at the bottom. It's really that simple. Thank you so much. Our third stop takes us to the heart of the Old Town and Bar Luso, which can be found along the interesting back street of Carrer de la Garita on the corner junction with Calle de Antonio Ramos, Caratalá. Named after a small town in the Aveiro district of Portugal, the bar is indeed owned by a couple who are both Spanish and Portuguese respectively, and this is reflected in all the decoration and memorabilia in the bar. Clearly used by locals in the neighbourhood, the interior was buzzing with patrons when I went in, and you can choose to sit at a stool at the bar, at a standard table, or also at a high table pulled up to one of the windows, giving you a view of the street and a perfect place to people watch. Free Wi-Fi is provided, and this cosy feeling establishment offers a gaming machine and a cigarette machine, and the small toilets are to be found in the corner. I was served by the lady owner, who took my order in a friendly fashion and brought over my Riscaf coffee within a few minutes. Plenty of customers were ordering beer and tapas, which looked very nice indeed, and my thin tostada, although on the smallish side, was very tasty and already piled with tomato, oil and jamon serrano, which I always like to add for that extra bit of taste now and again. The atmosphere was busy, being during the festive period, as you can see by the decorations, and footballs and football team scarves adorned the walls, along with a bicycle propped up against the wall under the TV, dressed up in the colours of the Spanish flag and strung with flashing lights. The 2 coffees I ordered plus 1 tostada came to the extremely reasonable total cost of €3.60, and as this is in an area I'm often in for vlogging, I will absolutely pop in again when I'm in need of a bit of refreshment before I continue, and I hope you decide to give it a try too. Our fourth stop takes us to the far end of Carrer de Tomás Ortuño in the Old Town, and just along from the bus stop for the number 2 bus, which runs from the Rincón de Loix through the centre and then onto the out-of-town shopping centres, should you wish to jump on some public transport and visit. Here we find the Tasca Gat Negre bar, meaning the Black Cat, which recently opened in the latter part of 2022 and is situated next to the already well-established Bar Majestic, which I have covered in a previous Tostada tour vlog. Here you can sit on one of their many pavement side tables where there is lots of space, or inside, which is smaller but cosier. There's a selection of breakfast offers displayed on the window at various prices, along with a choice of bocadillos or filled baguettes and a drink for €5, along with a 3-course menu of the day for just €10. There is also tapas available along with other snacks, and this bar, although new, has a very traditional feel, which I liked. The friendly young waitress served me within barely a minute, and I was given the free Wi-Fi code too. Each exterior table is set up with empty jam jars full of napkins and tapas forks, which I think is not only cute, but also a practical idea. My finessey white coffee was served in a cup and was lovely and hot and strong, while my friend's black coffee was served in a glass, with both coming with an accompanying small chocolate biscuit on the side. Toilets are downstairs via 3 flights of stairs, and although there is a handrail, they may be unsuitable for those with mobility problems. My tostada came as a thick half baguette and was very lightly toasted, and was served with coarsely grated tomato in a yellow and green dish, typical of the kind used to serve alioli, although there was not a lot of it, but this could have been down to the fact that it was 12:30, so surely one of the last breakfasts to go out before the busy lunchtime service. An olive oil bottle and salt cellar were brought to me at the table, and as usual, the taste hit the spot. With the delicious duo coming to a mere €2.30, I will without doubt be visiting again, and for info, the nearest hotel is the Prince Park, just around the corner, so a thought for anyone staying there in the near future. Our 5th and final stop actually takes us just across the road, again at the very end of Carrer de Tomás Ortuño at the top of the Old Town. On this busy shopping street, we find the cafe and tapas bar of Maison El Bombalet, meaning the fireman in the local dialect Valenciano. Outside there are a series of modern tables and chairs, and these carry on inside with touches of turquoise everywhere, along with the many fridges, freezers and display cases that they obviously have to cram into every space available. I was served with a smile by the young waiter and given the free Wi-Fi password. As the sun got brighter, the awning was wound down to provide a little relief, and there were also screens on either side of the terrace in case of any light breezes. My Candelas coffee was served in a glass, and the street-facing TV had the Spanish news on, which I always find interesting as I don't tend to watch it myself in the house on a very regular basis. I noted that as well as tapas and a small selection of main meals such as steaks and burgers, there was also an extensive range of baguettes on the menu, with tasty fillings such as chicken breast, bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese and mayo for when you want a real hearty feast. My tostada was large and almost a full half baguette it felt like, and came topped with the oil and tomato pre-spread mixture and topped with slices of buttery cured serrano ham. The pleasant pairing of coffee and tostada came to a reasonable €3, and as I often shop along the street at the homeware shops at the end of the road, I will unquestionably give them my trade again. This brings us to the end of this 15th edition of my Benidorm breakfast, the original Tostada tour. And I really hope that you enjoyed it with me, and it's given you a few new ideas of where to stop for a light bite in the morning when you're next here on your holidays. If you did like the video, please consider joining me again in the future, as well as checking out some of my other videos full of information, street and beach walks, as well as news and reviews on local hotels, cafes, bars and much, much more. Thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you out and about next time. Maybe for a coffee and tostada. Who knows? Cheers, adios, and have a great day.